Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video I'm going to be showing you how I prepared this special fried rice. I call it special fried rice because I added one ingredient that is so irregular and a lot of people wouldn't have thought of adding to their fried rice, which is apples. So I'd like for you to sit back, relax and enjoy, and this recipe is a must try. The ingredients I used to achieve this are the green peas, the chopped liver, spring onions, the almighty apples. I chopped it already into small boxes. I also added some shrimps, I added some chopped carrots, and you also need chicken stock. It's very important. So I started by soaking my basmati rice in hot water for about 15 to 20 minutes so that the starch properly washes away and the rice remains really clean. Then afterwards I sieved the water off the rice and made sure the rice was dry. Then I proceeded to heat some cooking oil in my pan and fried some onions. I allowed the onions fry for about 2 to 3 minutes before I proceeded to fry the basmati rice I had already soaked. The essence of frying the basmati rice is always to make sure that the rice remains grainy all through the cooking process and it doesn't stick together. So it's always advisable to use either basmati rice, or even if you use normal local rice, make sure you fry the rice properly before you proceed to add any water. I also added some fried rice spice and some basil to the raw rice so that they can fry together and the flavor can be released to the raw rice before I add any other ingredients. I fried this for about 5 to 10 minutes. I think it was even up to 15 minutes before I added the meat stock and other ingredients. I added some chicken stock and some water, just enough to cook the rice until the rice is soft. Then I allowed this to cook for about 15 minutes until the basmati rice was soft enough to start stir frying. Please ensure that your rice doesn't overcook. Remember that we're going to be stir frying the vegetables into the rice, and the vegetables already have some liquid. You wouldn't want your rice to be too soggy. For my stir fry, I decided to use salted butter to stir fry the vegetables. It was hot enough to accommodate the vegetables. For your stir fry process, make sure that you are stir frying on a high heat so that the oil doesn't soak the vegetables and it becomes really soft. For fried rice, it's always best to have that crunchy taste for every spoon that you you have. So I pretty much added all the vegetables at this point together with the diced or chopped kidney. Is it kidney or liver? Anyone, I think it's kidney. Then I stir fried this for about 2 to 3 minutes before I started adding all my spices. For the spices, I used onion powder. I love onion powder a lot. I used thyme. I didn't use curry at all because the chicken stock already had curry. I used rosemary. I used seasoning powder. I used white pepper, and I think that's pretty much everything I used. It was tasty enough to we already used chicken stock for the rice, so the rice is already tasty enough and you wouldn't want it to be too salty or to be too tasty when you add the rice to the vegetables. So I allowed this to stir fry for about 1 to 2 minutes before I proceeded to add my rice. I also added some shrimps. Shrimps was about the last thing I added before I added the apple and the spring onions. So as you can see, the rice is very grainy. It's not sticking to each other. That's because we had already fried it from the beginning and it was properly fried. So if you try this method, and let me know what you think when you try it. So it's always advisable to add your rice in bits so that everything, all the flavors are properly distributed to every grain of the rice. Then the last two things you're going to add is first the spring onions and the almighty apples. I added the apples last because I wanted the apples to still be crunchy when we are eating the rice. So it's always advisable to add your spring onions and your apple as the last ingredients to your fried rice, your jollof rice, to whatever. And you can see that the rice looks really good already, and trust me, it tasted really yummy. I served it with some nice air fried turkey. I love food. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you are going to try this. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and if you have not already subscribed to this channel, what are you waiting for? Hit the subscribe button right now, and look out for my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.